We are 55 days into the offseason, and if you're missing baseball, you're in the right place. Today we're looking at the top 10 team home run celebrations over the past several years. It's always fun to see what a team comes up for when they celebrate home runs, so let's dive into it. At number 10, we have the Pirates. In 2023, they celebrated with the Cutlass, which is pretty fitting for their team name. The celebration with G-Man Choi always cracks me up. Dude really gets into it. I think it's an all-around decent celebration, but it's not all that creative. However, the story behind the prop is super cool. The Cutlass actually belongs to a married couple who have come to the games dressed as pirates for 9 years. Pitcher Mitch Keller met the pirate duo at a local city brewing event, and they gifted it to the team to use for their celebration. At number 9, I have the Reds. Whenever someone goes deep, they get embraced with a Viking helmet and a fur cape, and then everyone rows behind the guy that hit it. I think it's pretty creative. The backstory on the celebration is actually pretty interesting too. In 2023, pitcher Luis Sessa thought they needed a home run celebration, and when he looked at teammate Jake Fraley, it reminded him of a Viking. After Fraley did some DNA research, he actually found out that his original ancestors were Vikings and Anglo-Saxons, so that's pretty cool. At number 8, the Blue Jays home run jacket made its debut back in 2021, disappeared, and then resurfaced again in 2024 and 2025. Players get to wear the jacket after a homer, and it includes a patch of every player's home country and a Spanish phrase that translates to people of the neighborhood. I really like this one. To me, it represents the brotherhood amongst the team. Yeah, they're all from different parts of the world, but they're all brothers and they're all coming together as a team to reach a goal. At number 7, we have the Washington Nationals with the Founding Fathers wig celebration. This one is just straight up hilarious. The Nationals run through the dugout with a wig right out of the 1700s. What I love about this one is how random but also how perfectly on brand it is. At number 6, we have the Red Sox, who have a history at this point of home run celebrations, with different ones every year. They had the Boston Marathon medal, the home run cart, which I thought was pretty creative, the home run dumbbells, and now the big green wally head that each player wears after a dinger. Jaron Duran was the mastermind behind this one, getting their assistant GM to make a miniature wally head inspired by the team mascot. This one is just good fun. The Seattle Mariners are number 5 on this list. The M's used a 6.5-foot, 30-pound trident for their team celebration. The thing was so sharp out of the box that they had to dual the edges for it to be safe to use. He even has his own section in the clubhouse because it's too big to fit on the benches. Sam Haggerty and JP Crawford had the idea and ordered a replica of the trident, which is used in the Aquaman movie. You gotta admit, it's pretty fun when Julio Rodriguez strikes the pose with the trident. The Angels' Samurai Kabuto lands at number 4, and I love this one. Back in the good old days when Ohtani was still an Angel, the Angels were graced with a samurai helmet when they hit home runs. Ohtani's now disgraced interpreter Ippei Mizuhara found a custom-made Kabuto from Japan, and Ohtani paid $2,500 for this thing. It was legit. The players even joked about how heavy it was. I think this is one of the coolest celebration props on the list, and a creative way for Ohtani to integrate Japanese culture into the team. Oh, the Braves big hats. Unfortunately, this celebration was short-lived, but it's a top 3 favorite for me. New Era, the league's on-field hat partner, decided to ban this celebration because, well, it wasn't the official hat of the MLB. And what a damn shame it was. This one is hilarious and creative and just good fun. It's too bad it had to go. Let's just make big hats the official hat of MLB. The Minnesota Twins' Land of 10,000 Rakes is my runner-up for the best celebration. A play on Minnesota's mantra, Land of 10,000 Lakes, Twins players celebrate with a vest and a fishing rod. Byron Buxton got the idea from the clubhouse TVs that were always showing fishing programs, and thank God he did. It's celebrations like these that get me hyped. 10 out of 10 for the originality. And the number 1 spot goes to the Orioles Homer Hose, or as everyone loves to call it, the Dong Bong. The name alone is legendary. The Orioles had a literal beer bong set up in the dugout for players to chug after hitting a home run. With much of the Orioles team being very young compared to most teams, the celebration fits their vibe perfectly. They even got GM Mike Elias to take part in the celebration after clinching the playoffs in 2023. If this isn't the perfect home run celebration, I don't know what is. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed these videos, consider subscribing. I'm Dingers and Doubles, and I'll see you in the next one.